Emotionless killing machines. That is what the primitives of the galaxy call us. They are not entirely incorrect, but like so many things, their simple minds cannot grasp the subtlety of our soulless existence. It is less an utter absence of emotion and more of a numbness. Physical pain, biological responses to pleasure, they are all gone. All we have left are our minds, and our minds still crave things. We still have ideas, ideals, desires. It is in the mind that we still find pleasure, and it is still in the mind that we suffer, as the madness of millions of years takes its toll on our psyche. The only thing driving us forward is the ambition of the ancient Necrontyr. I do not exactly feel for Niet, not as I used to. But I remember what it was to feel for him. I remember what we used to be. And as we walk through the gardens together, I can imagine a time when the misery of the galaxy had the smallest of silver linings. For all I cared back then, the entire galaxy could burn as long as I had the pleasant company of my husband and consort. And the galaxy can burn again until I have him back.
The Dolmen Gate crackled with venomous green energy as the Necron fleet prepared to bore into the Webway after Craft World She and the so-called Maiden World of Wyreb. They were devices of hate that cut through the elaborate psychic construct of the Webway, driving into it like some vicious parasite. Using the Dolmen Gates were always risky. The Webway reacted like a living organism to an infection and sought to close the portal that was invading it. This particular mission would be even more dangerous, as the Necron fleet was not traveling to a point in real space, but sought the rightful property of Faerun Meritneith of the Amenta dynasty within the Webway itself. A few ships were lost in transit. The unstable nature of the Dolmen Gate caused the entryway to start to collapse before all of the ships had entered, ripping apart several ships of the rearguard in a torrent of warping space-time. Acceptable losses in order to pay back the Eldari for their trickery and theft. Once the fleet passed into the Webway itself, the tomb ships engaged their frictionless drives to rapidly advance towards the maiden world of She. Meritneith sat on the bridge of the Silent Contempt and considered her next move.
Your orders, my Faerun.
Destroy everything between us and Wyreb. Then I want everything on that planet eradicated.
You do not wish to return the planet to real space.
No, this is not about recovering one measly little planet. This is about sending a message. I must demonstrate the cost of defiance. I want all life scoured from Wyreb, and I mean to break Craft World She. The Eldari are slippery creatures. They have been a dying race for 5,000 years. And yet they still linger, either clinging to the slimmest of hopes or succumbing to their most base desires. I want to make an example of them and forever remove their ability to operate within my dynastic territory.
Of course, my Faerun.
With their powerful, frictionless drives, the Necron host could travel impossibly fast. But they still had to navigate the labyrinth of the Webway. Time mattered little. The orcs and humans were still a long way from being able to properly mobilize against the Amenta, and Merit Neith navigated methodically through the Webway as she had so many times before during the Great War. Eventually, scanners were detecting the unique life signatures of planet Wyreb. It was in orbit with several other planetoids around some kind of artificial star, likely constructed when the Eldari dominated the galaxy.
We are receiving a transmission from the planet. Farseer Tereth wishes to speak with you.
Ignore him. He has chosen to defy me, and he shall reap nothing but annihilation for his people. Khafra, I want you to lead my forces in the Void Battle. I will lead the invasion forces personally. Release Lord Lithek and his destroyers. I want Wyreb to be nothing but cinders. As much as I cannot abide those nihilistic creatures, I cannot deny their usefulness in this particular endeavor.
With that, Merit Neith strode to join her army. She spared a moment to place her hand on the shoulder of Niet, who merely continued to gaze forward with dead, uncaring eyes. The Faerun then joined her forces and prepared to teleport to the surface. With a bright green flash, rank upon rank of Necron warriors appeared on the pristine surface of Wyreb. It was a halcyon world, perfect in its beauty, with lush, beautiful forests and graceful Eldari edifices. Everything seemed to be brighter, more lively, more perfect than anything Merit Neith had ever seen. The Faerun held aloft her staff of light as a freezing aura surrounded her, withering and shriveling the plants around her with blistering cold.
Destroy it all.
No man do they call me, my mother and my father, and all my comrades as well. Thank you all for listening to this week's episode of The Price of Eternity. If you enjoyed what you heard, please leave a like and comment, and that will help prevent vindictive roboskeletons from atomizing everything you know and love. If you are not yet subscribed, please do so in order to hear more stories about ruthless eradication of life on planets out of spite. If you wish to support me, you can do so via Patreon or PayPal. Both of those will be linked below. And if you have no idea what's going on, you can click on the Price of Eternity playlist and start from the beginning. That link should be appearing on screen right now. Thank you all for listening. No Man out.